What's up? What's up, yo? This is Views Podcast. My name is Derek.
My name is Jay.
Charlie, welcome to another exciting episode, man.
Yeah, you guys, you're welcome, man.
Yeah. Today's episode is brought to you by the Praetorium. The perfect venue for your perfect occasion. Charlie, what did they do?
Everything.
Yeah, man. Praetorium. They do things like receptions, wedding receptions,
Do outdoorings.
Jeffrey's outdooring,
They do council. What?
town hall meetings.
Town hall meetings. Yeah.
Any event you can think of, you're there to.
You're there. It's actually tailored to your specifications. So anything you need, we are there for you.
Exactly. You call them on 0244926622, 0244926622. They're on Instagram at the Praetorium. Go on Instagram and check their stuff out. I mean, it's a great place. Standby, Jensen,
Everything.
everything there. Everything there. Call them
Parking.
and
Free car parking is
free
is
car
there.
parking. Charlie,
Yeah.
how many places you see then get free car parking
Not too many, to be honest.
with security?
Not too many.
Exactly. And it's located inside the Eastern Port International School. If you know where that is, it's a great spot. Call them on 0244926622 and hell yeah, they're gonna hook you up.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've also got MatCon coming up to you very soon. So far so good.
So far so good.
We're still on track.
The
We're still
emails
on,
are coming like crazy.
Emails are seriously coming in. This is not even a joke. Emails are coming in. People want to know when the next event is and when the next event is.
Yeah, but we need to take our time and filter because you know what time it is. It don't be sick if you apply you.
It's a secret society.
You know what I'm saying? By privilege, you know what I'm saying?
You need to-
so
you need to be, like,
we need
very
to take
special
our
to
time
them,
and check all these things before,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. So MatCon, laugh, drink, switch. That is our motto, and that is what we stand by, and that is what we try to deliver to you every week or every month. So yeah, MatCon. We've got our next event somewhere in September. If not, 100%, we're bringing it to you back in October. Come meet your potential. If not, you're probably your next business partner. You never know. So yeah, MatCon will be coming to you 100% next month. So go on Eventbrite. Look for MatCon. We are there.
Yeah, or listen to Views Podcast and we're gonna let you know
When
next
the
we're
event
doing
is,
it.
100%.
Madcon Love Drink
Switch.
Charlie. So what's up, guy?
Charlie, we do you side today. You do you side.
Today I'm inspired.
Oh, okay.
I've been touched by the anointing. You know what I'm saying?
Not just an angel. This is the anointing.
By the anointing, and then an angel touched me. I mean, it's all
Okay.
over the place. Like, I'm spiritual right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm spiritual right now, man.
What's going on?
You know when we did our podcast with Respect the Ghanaian Hustle?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I feel there's a hustle we've been sleeping on for a bit.
Okay. What's that?
I mean, he's not here, but I feel he deserves an introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And hopefully a standing ovation, because he do all.
you do all. You know.
He actually do all.
Now, I must say this. This is no mockery of any sort.
Yeah.
This is like real, real appreciation for what the guy does.
Yeah.
And I feel Ghanaians have been looking at him in a different light.
Mm.
And if only we can just switch it a bit, look on the flip side, the positive side of what he does.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he does anything negative, but that is what we think. So if we can look at the positive side of what he does, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the sky is the limit. But I mean, this guy, let's introduce him. I'll try to introduce him.
Because obviously this has been very
This
vague.
yeah, this guy is he be guy.
He just be
He
guy.
be guy like
He just be
I don't know
guy.
how I could talk about. He be guy. You know, and he defined all odds. You know, I don't know about his educational background, but I know he doesn't have the best.
Yeah.
But some of the things this guy is doing, I'm telling you, man.
It sort of looks like he's got a degree in marketing.
I'm telling you. And
Because
a
whatever he's doing,
degree in
he's actually doing it right.
entrepreneurship, a degree in business administration, a degree in everything you can think of
Everything.
when it comes to the business world.
Yeah.
And he's doing it, and we are not appreciating him. And I want to take this
Credit.
this day
Yeah.
to appreciate Bishop Obinim.
AKA.
Oh,
I don't know, Seth.
I
don't know what.
Yo, but on a more serious note, on a
Yeah.
more serious note, man, don't think for 1 minute this is a mockery of a podcast.
No, 100%. No. This is actually recognizing real
Yeah,
and seeing why he is who he is
exactly,
and why he is where he is today. So,
exactly. Now, most of you will go like, "Oh, Obinim fake." Yeah, but fuck that. Say he is fake.
Yeah.
Can you do what he does?
I mean, to be honest, like almost everyone, millennials,
Yeah.
we all have a side hustle.
Mm.
But how many of you can actually say that you've got to where Obinim
Mm.
has got to in terms of publicity, in terms of numbers, people follow you?
Mm.
Charlie, this guy do something.
Yeah.
He's where he is because of what he's done. So you
And-
probably need to learn from him.
Exactly, and everything we're talking about today has to do with. I mentioned the fact that Charlie, that guy, is like you go entrepreneurial school, like he's got a degree.
He got an MBA in Harvard.
You see, because I mean, we look at him in the light that he's a pastor,
Yeah.
and there's so many pastors. In our previous podcast, I mentioned about hope dealing.
Mm.
Yeah, but you see, the fact of the matter is, Obinim, I like Obinim, for one reason and for one reason only. He's been able to build a business.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you can think of it as it's a church or whatever it is, but at the end of the day,
It's still a
whatever it
business.
is making him money.
Exactly.
So Obinim was able to build a church.
Yeah.
A lot of people built churches. Where are the churches?
Obsolete.
Now Obinim was able to build a church and sustain it. And that's what I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
when you flip that, he was able to build the church, a brand, two brands actually.
Okay.
He built a brand for the church. He built a brand for himself. He built products for the church. He was able to diversify the portfolio of the business.
It sounds like Donald Trump already.
And this guy, as far as I know, and I stand to be corrected,
Yeah.
child, that guy never goes school like the way we go school.
Alright.
You know,
You don't go school.
like the way we go.
Like whenever we
I should say goes on school, but like the way we go. You know,
Yeah.
we get masters and things, plenty.
But still.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
Yeah.
people hate on him saying that Obinim or he fake, he be this, he be that. But yo, man, I mean, let's be very objective and realistic to what the guy does.
Yeah.
You see, and it's rather unfortunate. I mean, he's dealing in hope, and you may say dealing in hope if you're not for real is a bad thing. I get it,
Yeah.
but I also feel that you can take a cue from what he's doing, and that is his entrepreneurial skills,
Yeah.
what he's been able to do now. So if you look at all the people that go to his church,
Mm.
a lot of people will say market women and stuff
Mm.
like that. And
Yeah.
market women are entrepreneurs in a sense. They are doing buying and selling, but
Yeah.
if, only if they can adopt the seriousness that Obinim attaches to his business,
Yeah.
the commitment that he attaches to his business, to what they do, they can be equally as successful as what the guy is doing. So, what am I saying? Obinim has a style. That style he's been able to sustain and be consistent with it. Now it's become an organizational structure or
Yeah.
organizational behavior.
Mm. Okay.
Obinim, through that organizational behavior, now I'm using big words in management and shit.
Yeah.
This guy never goes
technical
school,
words, isn't it?
but he they do.
Yeah.
Through that, he's been able to train other pastors
Mm.
to emulate
Deep.
the behavior
What he's doing.
and be consistent
Mm.
at that. Now, be like we speed up self. You see,
Speed up, chair.
the product here we are talking about is hope, yeah?
Yeah.
Or the gospel.
Mm.
He was selling the gospel, but the thing here is he found a niche market.
Mm.
We have the likes of Otabil and
Dark Keyword Mills.
Dark Keyword Mills and
Takia Boy.
Who?
Takia Boy.
I don't know that nigga.
Oh, I don't know the church, but he's one of them. He's
One of the big guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perez Chapel, Ajinosari.
Exactly.
You know, we have all these guys, and
All of them.
Obinim came from nowhere, and he knew he couldn't compete on that level.
Yeah, because these are learned guys.
Exactly. I mean,
These are
if you
learned
listen
guys.
to Otabil, that's like teaching. Like he's the guy to teach you.
This is lecturing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And he knew he couldn't compete on that level,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he came up with his own product to appeal to a specific demographic or
Yeah.
market,
Mm-hmm.
and he stayed with that
Yeah.
and he worked that product.
Yeah.
You know, and
Consistency.
a lot of people came in that light,
Mm-hmm.
targeting that same market, but there's something extra he
Yeah.
did.
That they didn't do.
I have no idea, but the fact is, he's still here.
Yeah.
And he was able to sell that product. It was able to penetrate the market.
Hmm.
That's penetration marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was able to
yeah.
penetrate the market. They
Yeah.
bought into the idea. They bought into the product. They understood the product. And they took that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the issue here is it's amazing how I think about somebody who didn't really go to school, who never knew about 4Ps and some Cs, and you know, when it comes to marketing, it's marketing shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and you know, never read marketing, but in his own way, he was able to penetrate the market and you know develop a product, penetrate the market, somehow made the people buy into the product and believe in the product, and now they are patronizing the product. Okay, and not just that, he's been able to sustain that business for this while. Exactly. A lot of people. Kum Chacha came before Obinim. Prophet One, I don't know. I mean, they had their beef and everything, but I mean, he was also one of the contenders. You know, he was doing his thing at the time, and I don't know. I mean, he's doing his thing, but it's not as compared to Obinim, right? And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm saying all this to say, entrepreneurs out there, yo, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you understand what it is and you're able to develop a product and you're able to stay with it. Now, you see, there are certain qualities to Obinim that people don't understand. The commitment this guy has to his business is amazing. If, and I say if, I choose my words carefully. If, say, this is all staged, yeah, how can you every Sunday, every weekend, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, I mean, every day this guy has a church service, how can you stay consistent? How can you do a pilot? You know, what if you're going to have an event and you have to do something rehearsal? How can you stay consistent with the rehearsal, all his branches, and get the finished product to the people at the end of the day?
Sure though.
That takes commitment.
Yeah.
That doesn't come easy.
No,
So me, I get pissed off when people say, "Oh, the nigga fake." It deceive the people. You can't do it.
yeah.
What he does, even if it's staged, can you do that?
He's still drawing the masses. He's still getting the numbers in.
He's
At the
not.
end of the day.
You see, what amazes me is he doesn't have just one branch.
Sure. Yeah.
He in Accra, he's got Tema in Ashalubutri. Not that I go to the churches, but you know what I'm saying. Not that I go to the churches. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's got Kumasi and so many other
All
places.
around, yeah.
And I think he frequents the Tema Ashalubutri and Kumasi, and there are so many other branches. But
Yeah.
if he's going to deliver, and if it's a stage like people assume, that means this nigga has to be there, do a rehearsal, tell everybody how this shit is going to go down,
Yeah.
and then do it. So if that is the case, man, you can't beat this guy when it comes to
Nah.
commitment.
Exactly. Exactly. Because he knows at the end of the day, that's where his bread is coming from. That's where his money is coming from. So he has to be 100% or 110% ready and committed to what he's doing. But we should know that even with this commitment, this guy is still doing something that we probably have never even imagined to be able to do.
And you know what I'm saying?
This guy is working. He's working hard. He's working hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of his background, he's still making the numbers. He's getting the numbers. Even though he doesn't have any marketing background or business background, we need to take a cue from this guy.
This
honestly.
is like Broadway to me.
Is it?
Like in the US,
Yeah.
in New York, if they're going to do give me a show like Nutcracker,
Oh, Nutcracker, Cats.
like Cats,
Or
like
Fences. Was it Fences?
this nigga
Oh, Denzel Washington.
is it
Fences, 100%.
is it this is it it's not Hannibal, but it's something in that like
Yeah.
it's a word like about say Broadway, yeah.
Yeah.
Now Broadway, they have to rehearse over and over again to make sure they get everything right.
Yeah.
The recital, the
The
direction, the steps, everything has to be on
positions.
point.
Yeah.
And somehow they have to do it all the time to make sure they get a perfect show
True. Yeah.
before they bring it out, and then
Yeah.
people come see. They pay top dollar to come see.
Yeah.
And then that's like a good show.
True.
This guy is doing it on the fucking weekly.
No, but honestly, like, this is the boss my mind. Like, low key, the boss my mind. Are you trying to say that these guys actually stage the whole thing,
I said if
or if,
or
then they are doing a good job?
no, you get me, and that's what I'm saying, because
They did a
a lot of
good job,
Ghanaians
yeah.
say Obinim fake, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. I don't know that.
Because these are like in from where we are sitting, from our perspective, these are
Yes.
like random people
From
who are
what
just coming
people
on
say,
stage, who are saying all sorts of
exactly,
things. And
Obinim is fake, Obinim staged
and
the
he's
shit.
supposed to
But
like
I'm saying,
kill everyone.
even if he staged it,
Yeah.
you can't sustain it. You, the guy sitting there talking
True.
about he staged it, you cannot sustain that.
Unless of course he puts in 110%.
100, 300%, man. That can't be 110%.
Yeah.
That can be 110%,
So
and that's what I'm talking about,
So
bro.
he's working harder than most of us.
Exactly.
Probably 90%
And this
of
guy
us.
understands his product. He
Yeah.
understands the market.
Yeah.
He understands how his market thinks. He
Yeah.
understands the medium he has to convey or deliver this product to them. He understands the ins and outs of the
Yeah.
business,
True.
and he comes out with a perfect, delivery system or medium,
Mm.
and then he hands it to them.
Perfect Broadway show. Yeah, and he gives it to them.
Are you getting my point? And I'm
know,
saying these
yeah.
these Broadways takes them sometimes months
Yeah, to perfect it.
to perfect it so that they can show people. This guy's doing it on a weekly basis.
He's a G.
If he's staging them,
He's a fucking G.
he's doing it on a weekly basis,
Yeah.
and I'm sometimes amazed if he's staging them, how Ghanaians can't see the value
Of what he's saying.
or the effort that goes into it, but they'll rather dismiss.
Yeah. I before this whole thing started, I was actually talking to you about the demographic that Obinim actually targets. Yeah, I mean before that we spoke about Otabel and Takia Boy and Doug Heward Mills and all of those. But these are people who I mean the target market. These are people who are learned.
Yeah.
People who've probably like minimum been to university or probably like SHS.
Yeah.
So these are guys who have their own opinion on who God is or who God means or what God means to them. So these guys are susceptible to atheism and scientific knowledge and theories and proving theories and whatever it is. But so these guys could dwindle down in terms of population. So it could move from like maybe say 100% to maybe it's like a 50%, because these guys are learned and they'd rather explore other options than whatnot. So in terms of building up in literacy, belief or religion comes down. But Obinim and all his products or whatever it is, these guys in terms of literacy they are like really low, and their religion is really high because they're actually trying to strive to be better than who they are at the moment, to get to the Otabels and to get to that level.
You see, I think they are not aspiring to be Otabel and Duncan
No, they're
Williams
not
and stuff.
aspiring to be them.
Yeah.
But then they're aspiring to get into Otabel's church. Or if
These
not,
guys already have mega churches, man.
or Otabel's.
No, I'm talking about Obinims and the rest.
Oh, no, 100% they've got, yeah.
Yeah, they've got.
But then these are guys who are on the grassroots and they wish they could be making maybe 100K a year. So these guys are people who want more faith than works. So they listen to Otabel. They listen to Obinim Dems.
Everything you said made me think about this movie, Idiocracy. Have you watched that movie before?
I don't think I've seen it. No.
Idiocracy is a movie where the whole theory about idiocracy was, educated people are hardworking. They don't want to give birth and shit because it will hinder their career advancement and stuff like that. So they give birth to one. Meanwhile, poor people, uneducated people,
give birth to
they don't get shit do so.
Football team.
You know what I'm saying? They're just so looking at the ratio over time, all the smart people died,
Okay.
and it was left with just dumb people.
God damn it.
Everybody was an idiot.
That's not good.
Everybody was an idiot.
Yeah.
And so
Idiocracy, okay.
what you're saying
Yeah.
Makes me think of that. So, like you said, the middle class,
Yeah.
all those people who are educated,
Yeah.
religion is coming down because they like to use their scientific
True.
knowledge, their
Yeah.
rational knowledge, as compared to the masses who are.
Mm.
We are talking about Africa, so the masses who are uneducated or
Less educated.
illiterate,
Yeah.
and they rather put their trust or hope in religion.
True. Yeah.
So over time, these guys are going to take over, right? That was what you're trying to say.
Well, yeah. If I mean, what in terms of populating a church?
Mm.
Yes.
Mm. But
We'll
you
have-
see, the thing here is, I think,
Yeah.
and it's just a thought, so I
Okay.
stand to be corrected.
All right.
Obinim is a genius,
No, he is. I actually side with you. He is.
and I'm not talking about all you religious heads. Fuck yo, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about from a business
Point of view. Yeah.
point of view. I feel Obinim sat down, thought about it.
I don't think he sat down.
He didn't sit down.
I think it just came to him, to be honest. I
But
think
even if it
just
came to him, it didn't come to a whole lot of people,
No, he didn't. No.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it came to a whole lot of people, but how many were able to sustain it? That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Because
So,
people came before him, people came after him.
and they're gone.
But Obinim is still Obinim.
He's still there,
Yeah.
and he's still expanded.
It's true. All right.
So that is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the effort he puts in. Now, I'm saying this to tell entrepreneurs
Yeah.
that, take a cue from Obinim.
It's true though. I mean,
Look at the hard work he puts in.
yeah. I mean, he's probably not on your level, but to be honest, he is still in the same
He
industry.
is in
He's taking
your
people.
level. He did it. The guy
No,
did
in
it.
terms of like the niche, like like
Fuck
the
the
market,
niche, man. Entrepreneurs are in for the money. The guy they make money passing, you say they your level.
Yeah,
What the
but
hell
he's
are you
still
talking
taking
about?
numbers. He's still taking your numbers. So yeah, you have to be careful of him.
You see, so now after developing the product
Yeah.
and building an organizational culture, training
that.
people to follow that,
Yeah.
this guy went ahead to diversify his portfolio.
Charlie, he started sell water.
You know what I'm saying? This guy did sell water.
He sell water. He sell sticker.
He sell stickers.
Charlie.
This guy get guest houses and stuff. Get transport.
Yeah.
Get
Get TV station.
TV station.
Charlie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Charlie.
But the core business
Mm.
is still there.
Which
Most of the times entrepreneurs get money, then they figure out they go venture into some oil and shit,
Yeah.
forgetting what actually made them who they are. That's
Sure.
like their core business.
Yeah.
See, I'm in the hospitality industry.
Okay.
I think it's the first time saying it. But yeah, whatever it is that you do,
Background check. Yeah.
whatever it is that you do, you never let any portfolio, any other portfolio you have, disturb the core business,
True. Okay.
because that is like the cash cow.
Exactly. That's a foundation. You can't fuck up the foundation. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And this guy somehow understands that. So every other business he does is it complements the core business.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand you.
It complements the core business. So this guest house complements the core business, because if you come to Accra and you need some place to sleep, to go to church, you have to go sleep
Exactly.
over there. The transport business, you need a car, you need to take his car to come to the core business.
Yeah.
The water is still attached to the core business.
Exactly.
Everything that he does is
Yeah.
attached to the core business, because that's his strength.
It's true. And funny thing is, you talk about the water, the hotel, the transportation. This is still within his market.
Exactly.
He is not going out of his market, which he knows that 100% he is safe.
Mm.
Because these are still people who come to church. These are people who, go to the hotels, who use his transportation, who listen to his radio station.
Yeah.
So 100% is still within his small bubble.
Mm.
this is someone who's actually making money off his market.
And it almost seems like this guy went to like some serious school.
You Bob.
Or he's got some advisor.
You Bob.
Yeah, but it's amazing.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing what the guy is doing.
Yeah.
And my only problem is I feel Obinim is a national treasure.
He is a savant, if I should put it, in his field, because like I said earlier, we all get side businesses. We all get something we're doing on the side, and we are 100% always trying to get a certain market. But for on the mining side, we know what the market is. But then when you put our products out there, we get different, all sorts of people, being involved in our market. If we actually look at Obinim as a market study, as a product,
that's what we're doing now. It's a case study. We are studying Obinim.
Then we would actually probably profit from him.
Exactly. And you see, the thing is, if people will be humble enough
to recognize real
when they see one,
yeah,
they may actually learn a thing or two.
Sure, honestly.
Rather than just dismissing, Ibi Obinim, fuck Obinim.
Yeah.
Nah, man, what he's doing, you can do it. And the kind of money that guy is raking in, yeah, I mean, it's not oil money, it's not energy money. I get it.
It doesn't have to be oil money to get money.
But yo, man, the guy is still getting money. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, if you still buy your fucking business,
you know what I'm saying?
Change the name and still make money off it.
And that's all we're saying, bro.
Obinim is like low-key the Trump of GH, man.
Trump of GH? He's not buying business. He's not franchising.
No, so what Trump does is, if he sees, like, say, a low-performing hotel or whatnot, he just changes the name to Trump. He rebrands it, based on Trump's code of ethics or policies or whatnot.
And all that.
And then he still makes money out of it. So, Charlie, you guys probably need to change your business names to Obinim, aka something.
I just hope people are listening to this and they understand the fact that, look, the fact that you don't like Obinim doesn't mean he's not doing something you ought to be doing.
We need to take a cue from Obinim.
Now, this whole entrepreneurship shit is a skill. Not everybody can do it.
Yeah.
And I repeat, not everybody can do it. It's a skill. It's almost like a talent.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Sure.
So when you see somebody doing something, learn. Stop criticizing. Acknowledge and learn that shit.
And learn something.
Because what that guy is doing is amazing.
Yeah, man.
Now let's flip that. Yeah. This week I heard of Benin.
Okay.
Benin came out and now he's denouncing prosperity gospel. Yeah, preaching the gospel about prosperity and you go to America and make money and stuff like that. He's now denouncing all that. And Benin is one of the biggest motherfuckers who can raise money.
Yeah,
like that's him
in terms of the religious circle.
Yeah, I mean he can raise money like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Now this guy comes out and he says he feels that is wrong.
Yeah.
He sees the Bible in a different light now.
Yeah.
So he's no longer going to pursue that road.
Yeah.
He's going to do something different. Now, the only reason why I'm mentioning Benin is, you see, often, and I'm not saying this to support whatever it is going on, but often, people think pastors who speak English are the shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prophet 1.
Okay.
Our own Prophet 1. I know Marco Cobain.
Oh no.
Mention that. Ade Yankan Brofuninti ada.
It's an SA business. No?
Everything that won't buy $1, nah. You know, I mean, and when he said that, I could see what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is that is out there that people are doing, they're doing the exact same thing, but just that they're speaking cheap.
Yeah. This is not appealing to the masses.
It's not appealing to the masses.
Yeah.
Because it's not, well, it appeals to the masses, but it's not appealing to the discerning.
Okay. All right.
So the discerning think, oh, these be some villager niggas.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they also have something to offer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I mentioned Benny Hinn is, and Prophet One is, Prophet One mentioned that we are selling water, they are selling blessings. What's the difference? Kum Chacha said the same thing. Right? And all these guys are local niggas.
Yeah.
And they are saying the English speaking niggas are selling something which is discerning, but then their bottom line is money. Now they are selling water and ankachadia, that is lime and ginger and shit. At the end of the day, it's still money.
It's still money, yeah.
What's the difference between the guy selling the blessing and me selling ginger?
Yeah.
Or lime, or water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying all this to say that sometimes, I mean, it comes down to what we've been saying about the respect the Ghanaian hustle.
Sure.
Sometimes you should identify greatness in your own perspective. So, what we are saying is not that we are not really talking about pastors, entrepreneurs. Open your eyes, your ears, and listen to what the fuck we talking about.
Stay woke.
Ghanaians,
Yeah.
customers, people who patronize a particular product shouldn't just look at the fact that it's coming from outside or it's written in English or it's got some Spanish written on it.
Yeah.
The most important thing is it a product, is a quality that the person backs it 100%? Will the person die for that product? Now, if you watch the American Gangster, he
Yeah. I've
said
seen
that Blue Magic, that's my product. I guarantee it 100%. I stand by that shit.
I die for that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these guys stand by it.
Yeah.
They guarantee it. If lawyers will come in and say, by verbal contract, you said if I buy this water, it could do something for me.
Yeah.
They can probably sue these niggas. The only thing is,
100%, yeah.
only thing is, law doesn't do mistake and shit. Same with you buying a blessing,
Yeah.
saying this blessing is $1,000, is whatever dollars. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that only if Ghanaians will look beyond the fact that these guys are local and they'll speak tree and shout and talk about all sort of things that wouldn't really speak to your spirit
Yeah.
or you, and see the effort they are putting in and developing a product and diversifying and marketing it and building a brand, sometimes more than a brand, and they've been able to sustain the brand and it's making money and they're expanding. This is business, bro. Everything that I've said is business. You
Strictly
calling him
business.
fake, but the guy is doing business.
Yeah.
And you are there calling him fake, but you don't have shit to your name. Recognize
Real.
greatness when
That's
it's
it.
staring you in the face, motherfucker.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Recognize it.
That's it.
This is the Obinim
Theory.
theory.
Come on.
This is the Obinim theory. And you have to recognize it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about, bro.
We don't need to
See the
go
way they
there
shake
for-
your head.
No, honestly, like seriously, like because you know, I mean, if you go to school,
Yeah.
you know, they give you case study of, some someone you can't relate to.
Yeah.
Someone in wherever you can't relate to.
Yeah.
But low key, this is right here.
It's staring you in the face.
This is a case study
Local
you should
niggas
relate to.
doing it.
One, because he's got your same demographic, same continent, if not the same country, same continent, same group of people who have, the same mentality in terms of, thinking of, how to get their daily bread from, 5 to or 9 to 5, whatever. So these are people you can seriously relate to.
Exactly.
These are the demographics. If you just change something small, you probably get like a long range of. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying in terms of like age, but this is someone who is doing it, and we can learn from it.
Exactly, bro.
Someone from Ghana, someone from Africa. It's right under your nose.
This is not me promoting Obinim.
No, it's just
Man. This is real shit. It's happening. You can see it.
Yeah,
But you just haven't opened your eyes to see it.
that's it.
How we see it.
Low-key, if you probably go to Harvard Business School or Stanford Business School, they're probably going to give you Obinim as a case study.
You see, and this guy, Ochame Kwame,
Yeah.
did a track called Spare Tie. Man, 419. It's Spare Tie,
419,
whatever.
okay.
Man, Yami 419. Makume Strike, whatever, yeah. And I think I heard a lecturer took that song and did a whole lecture about it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. It's the same thing, you see. We need to recognize some of these things people are doing,
Yeah.
regardless how local it is,
Yeah.
regardless how low the market is, regardless whatever it is you want to, whatever box you want to put it in,
Yeah.
and see the effort and some of all these fancy words we learn in school, how they are applying it unknowingly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Obinim knows about 4Ps and Cs and shit.
Well, I don't even know about you. I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
be engineer, so I don't say you don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
product people. Shall I forget? Please,
A lecture here this way, you bore.
product people, please, and there's something else.
Priority. I don't know.
Nah, it's not priority. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but they are running through all these things like they know,
Yeah.
and this is through experience. And experience, they say, is the best teacher.
True.
So why are we not learning from these people?
I don't know.
I just hope we do. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
And I guarantee my product, and that's Views Podcast. And I stand by it.
Tell them.
100%.
Tell them.
And I tell you, I'm giving you content. Great
Sure.
content.
Exactly.
And I stand by that content.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, low key. I know this is not part of our topic, and we are probably not even supposed to mention this guy in here, but I think he is adopting, if not 100%, but he is probably taking a cue from Obinim, and this guy is actually making so much progress in terms of numbers, in terms of views, in terms of his message, getting across to the Ghanaian public.
Who that?
This guy on he's I'm sure he's on Twitter as well, but I know him on Instagram. He's called Koji Sheldon.
Hey, that nigga, yeah. But you see, he's a later day saint businessman, if I should call him that.
Latter Day Saints.
Yeah, because he's using the social media
Okay.
to do that.
Yeah.
And we know about social media. Our shit is on social media, but
Yeah.
you see, what Obinim and the rest have been able to create,
Yeah.
it's not just social media. It's a one-on-one experience with the people.
Okay.
Before social media, before Obinim knew about Facebook Live and OBTV and all of those shit,
He was
Obinim had
interacting with the people.
his following.
Sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just didn't happen. It was consistency, him believing in his product, selling it to the people.
Yeah.
And I think I said this to you before. There's a difference between offering something to somebody and selling something to somebody. He sold it and they bought it.
Free economics.
You know what I'm saying?
Check it out.
He sold it and they bought it. And more people are buying it. That's the difference. Obinim is old school working this shit. Kojo Sheldon, not to take anything away from Kojo Sheldon, because it's got some big, it's got some big sponsors. Yeah, but the thing is, Obinim did it old school, and he's winning.
Yeah.
And now that he's become aware of the new school, he's adapting that
To the new tactics. Yeah.
So he's doing the OBTV, which is digital.
Yeah.
So when you buy a TV, automatically you have OBTV.
Sharp.
He's doing Facebook Live and shit like that. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Maybe in your life or wherever you play, you're not going to hear OBTV or Obinim and stuff like that. But look, the guy is out here and he's putting in the work.
You still what he has to do, man.
And the fantastic thing about it is, this guy is now training a successor.
Wow. To take over.
Yo, you may laugh, and I know a lot of people have seen the video.
Yeah.
The son prophesying and stuff like that, and people are laughing and shit. Yo, the guy is training a successor.
Yeah.
Most businesses in Ghana doesn't have successors.
Yeah, they die with
people own it 100%, and they don't want to
pass it on
or whatever, give some shares to somebody.
Yeah.
This guy, how young he is, Obinim will be in the 40s. He's not 50. I can't give Obinim 50.
Yeah.
Has started training his son, and not just training, he's actually introduced his son to the congregation, that he's actually made him a pastor or prophet or whatever it is. That is succession.
Yeah. That's keeping the money in the business.
Exactly what most entrepreneurs don't know how to do. He's done it.
Yeah. Most entrepreneurs keep the blueprints with them till they die. But this is a situation where this is a situation where he's keeping the money in the house, the blueprints in the house, and also continue this whole family legacy, whatever it is that he wants to call it. But this is passing on from generation to generation.
Generational wealth.
It could be marketing, it could be something else, but then this new guy, or hopefully, he's going to bring like a different, form of marketing, a different aspect.
That guy did go school, and that guy is going to get the best of education.
Yeah,
because he's Poppy rich.
Yeah, Bob.
And he's going to bring in more ideas. But the most important thing is, Obinim is introducing him to the core of the business.
That's it. Yeah. Say no more. Say no more.
Charlie, we know for culture. If you be entrepreneur, you know the bad what we talk there. So actually,
yeah.
But everything we said, if you've been listening to it from the start, you know what we are saying is the truth. You may have not looked at it in that light.
Yeah.
But today, by courtesy of Views Podcast,
you're looking at it now. You're looking at it from a different perspective.
If you don't know,
to be honest, like I didn't think of Obinim like I never looked at him from that angle. But before this conversation, before we had this like preliminary conversation, I was like, yo, this guy is actually doing something like we actually need to take a very close look at.
Yeah.
Imagine if this guy actually run for president.
Nah, fuck that.
God damn it, I'm just saying. This is like a bit far-fetched, but then still, like, this guy is doing something we need to look at. That's it.
Exactly. And Obinim, wherever you are, like, yo, man.
You do something.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We recognize real when there is real, and
We
you're
big
doing
up.
real shit.
We big up Ghanaians, man.
And
That's
we
what
feel,
we do.
yeah,
That's what we do.
feel entrepreneurs can learn a thing or two. I mean, not the grown ones, the coming ones.
Yeah.
You know, now people feel
They know.
they know all, and there's always a short route to make money.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe after this podcast, people understand that
Life is always a learning curve.
it doesn't come easy. You
Yeah.
have to put in the work like Obinim did,
Yeah.
and he's still doing to make it how he's made it.
Yeah. I mean,
There are other pastors out there. They are buffalo. I mean, you should listen to a buffalo his story. It's not easy as well,
Yeah.
man. That nigga put in work.
I mean,
Buffalo
we
did
need
his
to
thing.
understand that the reason why developed countries are always where they are is because they're always learning from the past mistakes, and they're learning from the new trends, and how they can always improve. So if you want to get to Obinim's level, or probably supersede it, we always need to improve, learn from him, learn his mistakes, his flaws, strength, weaknesses, all those things, and then improve on it. So Obinim is actually a model to be looked at, and a visionary we should take our hats off to. Obinim is who he is because of where he's been, and where he is now, and where he's probably going to be. So we need to, follow the boat. If not jump into it, or hopefully just tag along if not possible. So yeah. So Views Podcast honestly is we're always looking at what's happening, and the new trends, the new prospects. So let's all look up to
It is what it is, man.
look up
Everything
to
we
good
spoke
things,
about. If you are an entrepreneur, and I know a lot of entrepreneurs listen to Views podcast, you understand what we're talking about. And if you haven't thought about being an entrepreneur, we just showed you.
Yeah.
And we're telling you that commitment, product development, branding, sustainability, consistency, pace.
It's gonna
This
take you
guy
far.
does all of them.
All in one.
All of them. Niche marketing, all of that. He's doing it. And it's paying off.
Yeah.
And we are telling you, the entrepreneur, that look, it is what it is. You
Yeah.
can call him whatever, but the guy they do pass you. So shut the fuck up and listen,
nigga. Listen and learn.
listen,
what,
bruh.
what Kendrick talk?
What? Kendrick talks something.
Yeah.
Is it what?
Oh shit.
Listen,
He
bruh.
said, sit down, bitch. Be humble.
Be humble. yeah.
Be humble, bitch. Learn.
Yeah,
That's
man. Charlie, I'm done, bruh. I'm done. I've said what I had to say.
Yeah, man.
Now, if you don't know what it is, this podcast is brought to you by the Petroleum.
Gee, tell them.
The Petroleum, the perfect venue for your perfect occasion.
Ask me.
The Petroleum, what did you do, sir?
Everything, Charlie.
Charlie, town hall meetings, wedding receptions, engagements, weddings itself.
Outdooring.
Jeffrey's outdooring.
Yeah, very serious,
Indoor,
guys.
outdoor, they've got standby gen sets,
Car
PA
park,
systems,
PA
car
systems.
parks.
Come on.
I mean, all the good stuff. Call them on 0244926622, 0244926622, and of course, they're gonna hook you up either with a tour or actually do the business with you. You know what I'm saying?
Or just check them out on Instagram.
For all you
Yeah.
know, Obinim they do church for that.
Charlie, low key.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel love safe. Lucky.
Yeah, man. The Petroleum, the perfect venue for your
For
perfect
perfect
occasion.
Come on. Yeah, we've also got Matcon, which is the first speed dating event in GH. Yeah, so basically you've got another event coming up in September.
Mm.
Hopefully. So we are so trying to get all sorts of things in place in terms of venue, in terms of publication, because you've got a couple of animations coming up here for advertising. Charlie, obviously, we know the Obinim level, but we are learning a thing or two from him. So we've got hopefully an event coming up in September, if not somewhere in October, if not definitely in December. But obviously, MatCon is the first B-Dating event in GH. You come, singles, come and meet your potentials. If not, probably a business partner. You never know. So yeah, MatCon first speed dating event in GH. Our motto is laugh, drink, switch. So you never know who you're gonna meet.
There you go. So if you stay with us till now, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We thank you. Get interactive with us on social media at Views Podcast on Twitter, at Views Podcast on Instagram, at Views Podcast on Facebook.
Yeah.
Send us an email if you want to get on our entrepreneurial series, viewspodcast86@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yo man, get interactive with us. Go on social media, tell us something. If there's something you want us to talk about,
just let us know. Just drop us an email, man.
Just drop us an email or go on social media and tell us something. And of course, we're gonna make it happen. Now, if you listen to this podcast and you liked it, good for you. If you didn't, good for you as well.
It's just our views.
As always, we're here to spark a thought or a conversation. Yo, man, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
This is the best podcast in Ghana. God damn it!
Tell them.
Yo, man. So thank you for listening. We appreciate you once again. And like we always say, love God, love yours, love all.
One.
And we out.
We out, man.